Hello people, hope you're doing well. It's the Untitled Critic and we're back with another game on Steam Deck. And for today we're continuing with the Darksiders franchise. We have Darksiders 3. So far I'm about 9 hours into this game. It's absolutely incredible. I'll be talking about it a little bit more, but first let us check the Steam Deck compatibility. According to Valve, this is a Steam Deck playable. And the reason is because it does not automatically set the resolution to the native display of the Steam Deck, which is not really a big deal. I mean, I've seen other games, verified games like Control, for example, that also does not set it that does not set the resolution automatically. So I don't get why this game is just playable and not verified. But anyway, let's just start the game. So I got this game as part of a package with Darksiders bundle. And pretty much everyone was calling it the worst Darksiders game. And I was like ready for it to be not really as good as the previous Darksiders games, but I was really surprised at just how good this game is. I would say mechanically, in terms of combat, it's a lot better than the previous Darksiders games. It's way more fun, way more engaging. It uses more of like a Souls-like, Sekiro-like combat than just a pure hack and slash. So that's it. And in terms of graphics, it's way superior. Obviously, it's a whole gen ahead of the previous Darksiders games, so that's to be expected. But anyway, let's just take a look quickly at the graphic options. So if we go here to graphics, as you can see, I already set it up to be 800p. But by default, when you start the game, it will be 1080p. So you click left, 800p, that's it. That's the whole thing. Honestly, I even started playing the game at 1080p and it was playing well, but then I noticed it and I reduced it to 800p. As for the other graphical options, you know what, let's just reset everything, the graphical options. So as you can see, it's a mix of medium and high. Everything is on medium, but only we have anti-aliasing and texture quality set to high. I would say just reduce them to medium. Because like really on a small on the small screen of the Steam Deck, it's not really as noticeable. So medium is fine. Post-processing, I would say this set it to medium. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's high. I would say this game, the graphical options can be a little bit you know, spotty, but yeah, I would set everything to medium. And yeah, I think these look good, and let's continue. I must say, I noticed sometimes the settings not always saving my settings. Like a couple of times I noticed the resolution changing to 1080p. I don't know why, but that's pretty much it. So if you notice something, just, you know, you can always change it very quickly. But yeah, here is the game. Here is Fury. She's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And this game just looks absolutely incredible. So I'm coming to this game right after finishing the previous 2 games. More specifically, I was finishing Darksiders War Mastered Edition before moving to this game. I played first the Darksiders 2 Definitive and then War Mastered. And yeah, now we have Fury here in Darksiders 3, and everything looks just incredible. I mean, look at this cathedral. Looks beautiful. The shadows looks incredible. There are reflections everywhere, water puddles. And you know, you can switch like to different elements here. Fury has different powers, which changes her hair color. Give her different abilities, like the fire ability here. And just like the previous Darksiders games, these abilities are used not only in combat but also in battle solving. One cool thing is that for this fire thing, it's also illuminate things. So you have this dynamic lighting and shadows, and it looks just incredible. So if you are in a dark area, you can turn on this, you know, you can just set your hair on fire and it will illuminate the area for you. And you can see the, you know, the ground, how it's so reflective. I'm loving this. Just looking incredible. And you can see the shadows, the leaves here, how the tree is moving. I'm not sure is this baked in or real-time shadows. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, they look, you know, very believable. Effects look great. Obviously, this is an Unreal Engine game. You can see how the shadows are affecting the light that's bouncing off Fury. So I'm talking a lot about this because this game, obviously all this graphical fidelity is actually taking a bit of hit on the game's performance. So sometimes when you are like, you know, looking into the light and like in a very open area, like this one here, the frame rate can dip. It won't hold like 60 stable. So be prepared for that. You can obviously lock the frame rate to something lower, let's say 45. It didn't really bother me, these, you know, dips, because when you go, let's say, to smaller areas like underground areas, it can like stabilize a bit more. Okay. Obviously in some areas, let's say where there are like darker shadows and more lighting scenarios, more complex lighting scenarios, the frame rate can also like dips more. As you saw, we got like 40 over there, but then we move here, and even with all these enemies attacking us, it's more stable. One thing I noticed also really cool, enemies can actually hit each other's. So you can, sometimes I stand behind enemies and let them like shoot each other's or something. It's really cool. This one is annoying me. Okay, so again, this game actually uses more of a Souls-like, Sekiro-like gameplay. So you rely a lot on evading and dashing at the right time, like this. You can dash forward just as long as you dash, like as the hit is like, you know, as the hit is making contact with you, then you will trigger this slow-mo, and then you can do a counter hit, and it's just super satisfying, super cool. And you know, you collect similar to Souls game, you collect like souls, and then you can use them to upgrade your character. I saw lots of people complaining that this game is so hard. I was surprised, like actually it's not really hard. So now I'm playing on medium, not on hard. There are like different difficulty settings, but I saw some people saying even like medium is difficult. Obviously this is not a hack and slash. This is you know, like a Souls like Sekiro. I would say Sekiro like more than a Souls like in terms of combat. But yeah, I mean, I'm level 22. I need like now about 4,000 to upgrade my character. But here is the thing. I have tons of souls here that I've collected. These can't be lost when I die, so I can break them anytime and use them, similar, you know, to these clumps of souls you find in Souls games. I mean, I have like 30,000 here, 30,000 here, 20,000 here. I mean, I have like here something like 100,000 soul, which will give me like 10 more levels probably. But I'm not using it because the game is really easy. Like I'm not trying to sound like, hey, I'm so good at this game. It's not really that hard. And once you get used to evading enemies at the right time, you can finish entire boss battles without getting like a single hit. So I disagree with what people are saying about this game. Okay, barely made it. I'm actually going like in random direction right now. I'm just trying to avoid the main path. The game has this Metroidvanian level design, which is really, really cool. Like you pass by some places, you know that you're gonna be back here, but then the levels just interconnect with each other's in really cool ways. Okay, I was just saying that game is not really difficult, and now I'm getting beaten by these enemy crabs. But yeah, I mean, the game is really. I mean, I would say it's more demanding than previous Darksiders games. Like in previous Darksiders games, it felt like you were just playing like a tank, and you can eat any hit. But yeah, in this game, you need to be more. You need to think your moves more, to be more careful. So I was saying that this is Metroidvania game, so you collect powers like this one, and then you come back to such an older area and you realize that, oh, actually there is here something which you can use your new power to unlock like a new path, which is cool. I would say this is not like new to the Darksiders games. I mean, if you played 1 and 2, then you've probably seen such instances. But I love how the lighting in this game works, and yeah. And yeah, different abilities give you different different status, different elements. Are you supposed to go here? I'm not sure, but yeah. One thing that people complained about, and I would agree, is that the game does not have any map, and this can be confusing when you are, trying to navigate the world. You only have like a campus here. We reached the Bonelands. By the way, we came all the way up from there. If you notice, that's a cathedral. We were up there and we went and down. Really cool. It reminds me of like Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, where you would move away and you will see the castle where you want to head to or where you came from. It's like part of the background. And there are like many of these elements in this game, like many environments are set up that way so that you can keep track of it visually. And I believe that's one of the reasons they did not include the map in the game. They wanted you to like to look and kind of try to make sense of the geography of the environment, and I'm actually enjoying it. As you see here, once we entered like an open area with tons of water, reflections on the ground, things like the frame rate did tank a little bit. Again, I don't really mind it. I'm not like having a big problem with it. Okay, we have a new enemy. Like I'm here not trying to be very careful, simply because I'm a lot more powerful. These are like older enemies that I can take few hits from them. I don't really care, and I'm just trying to show the game now. But usually I'm trying to play the game more carefully. on, dude. Yeah, let's try to trigger like a slow-mo with that perfect evade. That was too fast. Ouch. Okay, that's it. Really cool. It's very satisfying to pull every time. And yeah, you can also like improve your timing. Like there is like sorry, not the time your timing, but like your timing window. You can increase it a little bit with some upgrades. I didn't yet. This is still like the most default one. Again, I'm really not struggling in this game, and I don't get the struggle that some people were having with this game. But again, like I played a lot of Souls games. I've been playing it since the PlayStation 3 era. Yeah, like I've never been here before, which is cool. And there is something here. Alright people, so I don't really want to make this video any longer, but I just wanted to give you a look at Darksiders 3, I mean. This is just an absolutely incredible game. The environment, as you can see here, is just massive. I mean, you go here and you know there is still a lot more to explore, and it's just fantastic. All right, actually I forgot where I was supposed to go, but anyway. All right, so I guess I will end up the video here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and in case you just, you know, like me, you just hear nothing but negativity about this game, I would recommend you just ignore it and give it a try. It's a great game. So far, I would say I wouldn't call it my most favorite Darksiders game. I would say that still Darksiders 2 as an overall package, I think it's better. But in terms of combat, this is better, I would say. But yeah, it's a great game, highly enjoying it. I'm 9 hours into it, I can't stop playing it. I'll be writing a full review once I'm done with the game, once I completely finish it. So I hope you will, I hope you will check that out, and we'll see you guys next time.